Hi all, Josh Denbo, Denbo and Denbo, consumer rights attorney in New Jersey. I want to talk today about something important for everybody to know that we're going to go into much more depth in the upcoming free Zoom seminar. And that is client expectations and consumer education. And we're dealing with foreclosures here. So in a foreclosure case, what people don't understand is that a foreclosure, nobody wants to be in foreclosure, first of all, but if you're in foreclosure, if you're behind and you're not going to get on top of things before the foreclosure complaint is filed, you need to understand that you are in a position of strength and power in a way that the bank does not want you to know, and that you definitely do not understand without me explaining it to you. And it's a difficult concept to put into practice in people's brains because on the one hand, it's true, you have a position of power and strength. On the other hand, you're still in foreclosure. It's not risk-free. We're not saying to you, look, you want to be in foreclosure. This is the best investment you're ever going to have. I'm not a late night TV, huckster. I'm trying to give people, though, is the knowledge and ability to recognize that even in the worst case scenario of a foreclosure, you have a way to both save your house and make money. I know this makes no sense. I promise we're going to dive deeper into it. But I want you to consider something very important. And I created an infographic that we're going to go through on the Zoom seminar in depth. Please look at it on my website if you want to follow along. And you really should, because you need this information. The process of foreclosing a case in New Jersey means the bank has to go through me, through your attorney, to get to a sale. And to get there, they have to prove every step of the way. And to prove every step of the way, they have to give me information and discovery, and they have to respond to demands that I make. And you end up in a situation where banks spend an enormous amount of time and money, or their money, not yours, prosecuting their perceived claims in the foreclosure case. And that's where the value comes in, because in addition to your rights just to defend a foreclosure and make them prove their case and potentially also sue them for violating those rules, you also have a right to modification. And everybody knows what modification is, because anybody who's watching this video has already Googled modification and bankruptcy and all those kinds of things. But that's not what you need to look at. You just need to understand that modification is a right. An application, you have a right to the application. If you meet the guidelines, you have a right to the loan modification. The question is how to utilize the tools of foreclosure, defending a foreclosure, prosecuting your financial rights for the bank's violations of your consumer rights, bankruptcy, and modification to your benefit. Look, I don't believe that this COVID nightmare is going to last forever. I think it's going to get really, really bad over the next 12 months. I think people are going to lose a lot of money. A lot of jobs are going to suffer. But on the other side, I think we're going to be okay. And what I need people to know is there is another side, and I'm going to help you get there. And I'm going to help you get there saving your home and profiting from the bank's misconduct and over-aggressive actions. All right, and I'm a little ahead of my time here because the banks still aren't filing a lot of foreclosure complaints, but I think the moratoriums are going to expire on filing the foreclosure complaints at the end of this year. Next year, 2021, it's going to get ugly on the number of filings, and you got to get ready, you got to get educated, and I've provided a ton of information already on my website. More importantly, I'm going to host a Zoom call live that's going to be posted also on Facebook and YouTube after the fact. This is going to be a somewhat regular process by me because there is so much information to give you. I can't just give it to you in a newsletter. I can't give it to you through these short videos and the blog posts. There needs to be a much deeper interaction. You can get it by just reaching out to me, or you can get it by following along on these seminars. Maybe even log me in and asking questions live. Okay? Be strong, be smart. I got the back of every consumer I can reach. I'm telling you. Talking to me might be the best thing you do in this really terrible financial condition in which we find our economy. All right? Talk soon.